Are you ready to see how this DNT Zulus scope shoots on this 10-point crossbow? So are we. Hopefully you've already seen our video with the TenPoint TX Ultra 29.5 and our 100-yard test with the standard scope. If not, after this, go back and watch it. There is also a digital scope option you can buy. This is not the exact setup. This is a DNT Zulus V2 scope that we had that is very, very similar, we've been told, to the one that you can buy that comes on it. We're gonna walk through the process of getting this set up, getting it sighted in. Of course, we're gonna test it at 20, 30, 50, and then, you know, probably gonna go out to 100 because it's a lot of fun. One really cool thing about this scope is that it records. So right now we're at 20 yards, so I'm gonna aim at the bottom of the V and the Raven and see where that hits and make adjustments accordingly. So pretty doggone low, a little bit right. So this is how this process works. You hit the menu, you go down to zeroing, hit right. So we're gonna aim exactly the same spot, then freeze. Then we go down to the X and we're gonna basically move the dot to the place where the arrow hit. And then, so we're gonna move it down so it's even. Okay. So then we go down and we hit save. And in theory, we should be ready to go. We got our up and down pretty close, but left and right, we did not. So let's do it again. I went ahead and readjusted the scope. I think I probably had not gotten it frozen great whenever I did it before. The profile that is built in here is set on a 30-yard zero. So we're gonna make sure we're dialed in at 30. We're gonna aim at the exact same spot, shoot it, then we'll get her locked in. Good deal, just a little bit low. That left and right looks great. So I'm glad I did make that adjustment before. I am gonna aim at the bottom left circle on the top right target. Smidge left. I wanna go ahead and make these little adjustments after just one arrow instead of a group, because if you watch that other video, you see that it's a very precise, accurate shooting crossbow. So I split that difference there. Obviously, there's any chance I could be moving a little bit and be throwing it off. Let's shoot another one and see if we're close. The scope has a zoom, so why not use it? We're gonna go bottom right circle at the top right target. Why is it worse? This scope has a digital bubble level, and I was not paying attention to it at this point. While editing this video, I could see that zeroing was affected by the scope not being level when I was shooting. And I know I didn't look at it when I froze the screen for zeroing. Keeping it level while zeroing and shooting is critical. I learned that especially at further distances, even a slight cant will throw off the impact point. So I'm gonna aim at the top left of the top right. There we go. Much better, much closer to where we're supposed to be. So that is our locked in point at 30. Now, we have it set up on a 30-yard zero. We also use the DNT app to upload ballistic data about these arrows, including the scope height, the outside diameter of the arrow, the weight, and then the ballistic coefficient. We started with the lowest recommended, which is 0.05. We're gonna move it out to 50. When we use the onboard laser rangefinder, it should automatically move the reticle to where it'll be on at 50. Let's find out. There is some room we have with that ballistic coefficient if it isn't on at 50. So we'll see where it hits and then decide if we want to do that or not. Whoa. Oh, shoot. I didn't hit the range button. That's what happens when you don't do it right. Left and right looks good though. Yeah. This time I'm gonna actually hit the range button. How's that sound? So see the little green box? So we're gonna hit that button and it now gives me an aiming point, which is a little bit lower than it hit. But we're gonna shoot the green reticle and then that may be where we make that ballistic coefficient adjustment. Ah, well, hell, cut off. 2 more. If you want to know more about the crossbow itself, go back and watch that first video. We talk about the trigger, how easy it is to shoot, how easy it is to cock, all that good stuff. So if you want to know that, go back and watch that one. It's pretty doggone close. 1 more. Pretty solid. When we had the TenPoint out here with the DNT the other day, when we got out to 100, we were kind of all over the place. We've been looking at moving around the ballistic coefficient. And again, I now know I wasn't paying attention to the bubble level. We've got it out pretty close at 75. Now we're out to 100. So we're gonna range it, aim, shoot, and we're looking for that 3-shot group. I'm gonna aim at the bottom of that V as best I can. It does say 100 yards, so that's a good sign. That is very close to where I was aiming. Let's do it again. It's not too far off. We're basically looking for a 3-inch group. And I think if we can get 1 more in between there-ish, I think we'll have it. Wow. That one is right beside that first shot. That time we got a 2.74-inch group, which is a little bit better than we got in our last video with the traditional scope. That second shot, I almost feel like I may have pulled the crossbow, which would make it shoot more left, but still 2.74 inches. I ain't mad about that. We're gonna shoot 1 more shot. That one was so close to where I shot that same arrow the last time. I'm gonna shoot that same arrow again.
Dude, that's like a...
Holy smokes! That's crazy. This is insane. So when we used the same bolt and shot 3 shots, that is a 1.27-inch group at 100 yards. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give us that thumbs up, comment, and let us know what your thoughts are. If you really like what we do, we would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos every Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Head over to our website, Review This Thing TV. There's all kinds of great content there too. And if you want even more content, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for watching our DNT Zulus V2 with the TenPoint video. While you're here, comment, like it, share with your friends. Head over to our website, Review This Thing TV. Subscribe to our newsletter. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X.